Ava, the Destroyer!
The crowd went wild. This was just a simple boxing fight, the first stage of the tournament that I hoped to win. A lot of people had their bets on my victory.
And Ava's opponent, the strong, the almighty, Abigail the Wrecker!
Again, the crowd went wild. I watched as my opponent entered the ring, but when I saw her face, my blood stopped moving. It was my sister, Abigail, except my sister had been missing for 10 years. Hi guys, my name's Ava and I'm from Texas. Make sure you like and subscribe. My sister Abigail and I were twins, and we were the bestest friends ever. We did everything together. One time we even broke our left arm together at the same time when we fell off a trampoline.
Ow!
Wow, this is so cool! We're broken arm twins! I loved Abigail so much. She was my other half. But then one day, our lives were ruined. Our parents took us out on a camping trip. But when we woke up the next morning, Abigail was missing. We searched for days and days, but there was no sign of her. After several years had passed, we started to believe we'd never see her again. And yet, here I was standing in a boxing ring across from my opponent, my long-lost sister. Abigail, is that really you?
Yeah? What do you want?
Did she not recognize me? I turned to my parents who were watching in the crowd, and I could see their shocked faces. The bell rang, signaling the beginning of the match. Abigail, where have you been all these... Black filled my vision and I lost consciousness. When I came to, the crowd was going crazy as my sister celebrated her victory.
What a twist, folks. Ava the Destroyer, the most anticipated winner of this tournament, is out in the first round.
I struggled to get up. My head hurt. But then I spotted my sister again, and my heart leaped. Abigail! I ran towards her and hugged her.
Ah, get off me! What's wrong with you?
Abigail, I've missed you so much!
What? I don't know you. Security!
Suddenly, security appeared and ripped me off Abigail.
Wait, Abigail, sweetie, don't you remember us? Why should I?
We were left speechless. My sister comes back after years, but she doesn't even know who we are? How could this be? After the boxing match, we tried to find her again to talk to her, but she seemed to have disappeared. We tried to get into contact with her manager, but the lines were dead.
What do we do?
We can't lose her again. Not like this.
I'm gonna hire a private investigator. We'll find her again. Don't worry. I searched for local private investigators online, and one popped up. His name was Jaya Webner. He claimed to have 100% success rate. You're my guy. The next day, I arrived at his office.
Excuse me, miss, do you have an appointment?
I can't wait. This is an emergency.
No, wait,
I opened the door and immediately felt my face blush red. There was the private investigator, but he was shirtless. And damn, he looked good. He was punching a punching bag, and when he looked up at me, he scowled.
I'm busy.
I took a deep breath and walked in. I'm sorry, Mr. Webner, but I can't waste any more time. My sister is missing.
No. I'm very busy with tons of other cases at the moment. Now leave.
Ugh! How rude! I wasn't gonna let this guy walk all over me. Excuse you! My sister needs your help, and you're just gonna abandon her?
Fine. Look, I'll do it for a fee.
I can pay you $10K. That's all I got.
10? My bare minimum rate is 50. Sorry, sweetie. Ain't gonna happen.
He continued to punch at the bag, and I grabbed hold of it suddenly, eyes aflame. How about this? I beat you in a sparring match, and you agree to take my $10K. If I lose, you take the $10K for yourself, and I leave, and we never have to see each other again. Mr. Webner smirked.
Deal. You're gonna regret this, little girl. I've taken martial arts for 5 years. Don't think I'll go easy on you.
His next words were snatched from his lips as I pounced on him. He was instantly knocked out.
what did you do to him?
Relax, he's fine. I grabbed a vase of flowers, dumped the flowers, and splashed his face with the remaining water.
Where am I?
Wake up, princess.
Wow, you really knocked me out, huh?
He looked impressed.
What's your name?
Ava.
Okay, Ava. I'll help you.
Thank you, Mr. Webner.
Please, call me Jaya.
The next day, we spent the whole time in his office working on leads. No matter how many times we called Abigail's boxing manager, the call went dead.
That's it. Come on.
Where are we going?
To wake up the lazy sleazeball himself.
An hour later, we pulled up at the manager's house. I have no idea how Jaya found his home address, but I was starting to believe this 100% success rate. When we arrived, Jaya walked straight up and knocked on the door.
Hello? Who are you? What do you want? Good afternoon, Mr. Langley. My name's Jaya Webner. I was wondering if you could put me in contact with your client, Abigail. We've called you many times. You're the one who's been calling me nonstop. Listen, if you want to interview Abigail, reach out to her yourself.
No, wait, please! She's my sister. She disappeared years ago and I just want to talk to her. The coach stared at me for a while, then burst out laughing.
That's the lamest excuse I've heard yet.
He slammed the door in our faces. Great. Just perfect. I turned around and stormed off.
Hey, Ava.
He grabbed my shoulder.
It's okay. We'll find her.
Suddenly, tears welled in my eyes. Where was this coming from? And then I burst out sobbing, leaning into Jaya's chest. I just miss her so much. I thought I'd never see her again, but now she's back, but she still feels so far away.
I know. It's gonna be okay.
I pulled away, and there was something about the look on Jaya's face. Let's go. A week passed, and we still hadn't gotten any more leads. But then one day, while I was having a relaxing bath, my phone rang and I rushed to answer it. Hello?
Hey, Ava. It's Jaya. I found your sister.
What? Really?
Yeah, one of my guys spotted her at the grocery store. I'll pick you up now.
Oh my god, okay! Jaya picked me up and he drove us over to the grocery store nearby. We ran inside and searched for someone who looked exactly like me. And finally, we found her in the milk aisle. Abigail!
Huh? Oh my god, you again? Are you a stalker or something?
Abigail, it's me! Your sister, Ava!
Sister? What are you talking about?
Can't you tell? We look exactly alike!
Whatever, that's just a coincidence. I don't have a twin. I would have known that.
Excuse me, Abigail. I'm Jaya Webner, private investigator. We've been searching for you for a long time.
Jaya explained everything to Abigail about how I had lost my twin years ago, and she's been missing ever since.
Wait, is this actually true?
Yes!
Well, I think I believe you, because many years ago I woke up and lost my memories. Where did you say I disappeared?
On a camping trip.
That's right. I was just a kid and I remember falling over and hitting my head. Another family found me when I woke up and I had no memories of anything before my fall. All I knew was that my name was Abigail. This other family raised me as their own and I've been living in England. It's only after I found a passion for boxing that I moved to the States. So, you're actually my sister?
I am.
Oh my god.
We hugged tightly.
I'm so sorry for being rude to you before.
That's okay.
And I'm sorry for punching you in the face.
That's okay too. That night, I brought Abigail to my house and I introduced her to our parents.
Oh, my baby.
Mom crushed her in a hug.
Darling, give her some space to breathe now.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just... Oh, I've missed you so much.
We had dinner and caught up on all the years we'd missed out on.
My foster parents sent me to a boarding school and sort of... Well, they just abandoned me. You're lucky to have your parents, Ava.
All that matters now is that we're together. I was so happy to have my sister back again. After dinner, we were chilling in the living room when the doorbell rang. I'll get it. I opened the door to find Jaya there. Jaya! Oh, do you want to come in for some dinner? We still have leftovers.
No, that's all right. Listen. It seems my work here is done, so, I'm flying to New York tonight.
What?
Yeah, I had been planning on moving for a while, but then you turned up and I had a reason to stay then. But now, well, now we have no reason to hang out with each other anymore.
But
Yes?
never mind.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to say goodbye.
We hugged and he turned to leave, but before he could, I suddenly ran over to him and kissed him. After a while, we pulled apart.
That was unexpected.
Please don't go. I think I like you.
You do?
Oh God, I feel so embarrassed.
No, don't be, 'cause I think I like you too.
We kissed again.
Are you two lovebirds done licking each other's faces?
Sorry. Jaya, I'll see you tomorrow?
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
The next day, Abigail moved back home. She wasn't really close to her foster parents, so we were the closest thing she had to family. Mi casa es su casa.
Thanks, Ava.
We shared one bedroom, but after a few days, I discovered that Abigail was super messy. She would leave her clothes everywhere, leave food from days before, and never cleaned up her bed. It was like living in a pigsty. Me, on the other hand, I always kept my stuff sparkly clean. Abigail, do you think you could maybe clean up a little?
Are you telling me what to do after everything I've been through?
No! Sorry, you're right. What was that? I hadn't seen this side of Abigail before. I thought I knew my twin, but in the next few weeks, I discovered that I didn't know her at all. I got a call one day from my older manager.
Ava, good news! I managed to squeeze you into the upcoming boxing match in your city. Think of it as your great comeback.
Really? Oh, thank you! You won't regret this!
Who was that, honey?
I told them the good news, and my parents hugged me tightly.
Oh, this is amazing.
No matter what happens, we're proud you're our daughter.
I smiled, but when I looked up, I noticed Abigail staring at us from the kitchen. She looked so angry. I wanted to call her over, but she left before I could. Weird. That same evening, I headed out to meet Jaya at the park for a date, but I bumped into Abigail on the way out.
Where are you heading?
To meet Jaya.
Oh, good. I'll come with you.
It's not really.
Ready?
Oh, okay. Great. Now she wanted to butt in on my date with Jaya, too? We met Jaya at the park and he handed me a bouquet of flowers.
Hey, what's your sister doing here?
I wanted to see your handsome face again.
Did Abigail really just say that? Jaya was my boyfriend. Why was she calling him handsome?
Oh, thanks.
Don't mention it, hot stuff.
Okay, should we start walking? Throughout the whole evening, Abigail was totally flirting with Jaya. It was so weird. Was my sister trying to make me jealous on purpose? I've got my comeback boxing match coming up. You can make it, right?
Of course. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
The only reason you got that match is because I beat you instantly in our first match. I'm a much better boxer than you.
Yes, Abigail, that is true. But in our first match, I just found my long-lost twin. I think it's safe to say I was at a disadvantage.
What, are you saying you can beat me?
I'm just saying.
You want to go now, huh? Huh?
Whoa, Abigail. Let's all just relax here.
Oh, fine. Consider yourself lucky.
And then she stormed off. I couldn't wrap my head around it. Was my twin a jerk? This was not how I expected our reunion to be. Weeks later, after training day after day, it was finally time for my comeback boxing match. I waited in the prep room for my announcement as I walked on stage. The door opened and my family and Jaya walked in.
We just want to wish you luck before you went on stage.
Thank you.
We're so proud.
Thanks, Dad.
Good luck, babe. Please don't try to get too hurt. I prefer your face the way it is.
I'll try. I waved as they left, and then it was just me and Abigail. Listen, Abigail, I think we started off wrong. I know this sounds weird, but I can't help but feel like you don't like me.
Well, you're not wrong.
Huh?
You don't deserve this life. I deserve this life. It should have been you who lost your memories.
But
you have the loving parents, the amazing boyfriend, a successful career. And what do I have? Nothing.
That's not true. Now you do have a family.
A little too late, don't you think? But anyways, I guess we can cross off the successful career off that list of yours.
Huh?
Yeah, you're not getting on stage.
Wait! I ran forward and tried to open it, but it wouldn't budge. She locked me in. How could she? Hours passed and I yelled and screamed for help, but no one came. Finally, after ages, the door opened again and everyone was there.
Ava, what happened?
Abigail happened. She locked me in here.
What? How could you do this? I don't need you guys. I'm leaving tomorrow to go back to England. I can see I'm not wanted here.
And she left without another word. That was the last time I'd ever see her. I was sad to see my sister go, but I could see we weren't the twin besties we used to be. Luckily for me, I had Jaya there. And one day, on a romantic walk along the beach, He got down on one knee and proposed. Ah! Yes! As we planned our wedding, I couldn't help but have this very strong feeling that our wedding should be in Thailand, at a specific hotel. I can't explain the feeling, but it felt like a magnet pulling me into this specific location.
Thailand? Sure.
Months later, we arrived at the hotel in Thailand. It was beautiful. I walked into the lobby and then ran into myself. Well, not myself. My twin. Abigail?
Ava?
What are you doing here? I'm getting married.
Oh,
You go first.
I met my old boyfriend, and we got back together, and